let's talk about, so when we talk about why we kind of wanted to get to that, we actually look at Dave Ramsey, and we'll look at the Money Guy show. And they're going to talk a little bit about what millionaires are from their perspective. If we can analyze this.
On YouTube, Ryan sends me a note. He says, Dave, how much money do I need to make a year to be considered a millionaire? Ryan, a millionaire is not a level of income. There's two measures of money or wealth. One is income. One is called net worth. Millionaire is based on your net worth. Your net worth is what you own minus what you owe equals your net worth, your assets minus your liabilities. And so if you don't have any debt, your net worth is simply the value of the things you own. And so if you save for retirement in a mutual fund and you build up several $100,000 there, you've got a paid for home that's worth several $100,000, you add those together and it's equal to more than $1 million with no debt, then you would be a millionaire. So how do you get $1 million? That's what it amounts to. That's what a millionaire is. Well, one way is to invest. If you invest from age 25 to age 65 at only $100 a month, if you were to average about what the stock market's average, about 12%, you'd have $1,176,000 at retirement.
He is so slow.
Most people work making money from 25 to 65, and most people make enough during those years to save $100 a month if they didn't spend everything they make. So that would make you then a millionaire if you had $1 million in your mutual funds in your retirement account, not to mention the other items that you've done along the way. So it really doesn't take a lot of income to become a millionaire if you start early and if you're steady. That's what it amounts to. Now, you can actually have a negative net worth, and a lot of people do.
Let's talk about that for a second. So, he's right. That's what a millionaire is by definition. Net worth, right? What he didn't talk about was, well, your net worth doesn't mean you can spend it. Because if it's in the house, you can't spend it until you get rid of the house. Or if you take a reverse mortgage on the house or a loan on the house or something like that, right? You can't spend it, right?
In all fairness, the person who wrote in with the question wasn't really getting into any of that either. They weren't getting into lifestyle questions.
Sure, but this is something you should be talking about to somebody like that, right? Because if they're asking, well, how much money do I need to make to be a millionaire? Well, millionaire's a matter of how much you have, right? Already.
Right. It might be a matter of asking the wrong question because is millionaire really what this person is getting at? You know?
But the question then becomes, if he says, well, it doesn't really take a lot of money to be a millionaire. Yeah, if it's saving over 40 years. Because he started with 21 to 65. That's 44 years. Yeah, you don't really need to save all that much if all you're doing is saving. But you have to live on that. You have to be able to afford to live on what you're not saving, right? And that's the other question is, well, but are we asking, well, gee, I want to be a millionaire in the net worth millionaire status. That's my goal, right? Which is why they never get to goals. If that's your goal and you want to do it in 45 years, then yeah, we can just go, yeah, you need to save X amount a month and invest, right? Over your 45 years. But nobody's sitting there at 21 thinking, well, yeah, I want to be a millionaire when I'm 65. They're thinking, I want to be a millionaire by the time I'm 35 or 30, right? I want to be a 25-year-old rock star with a body of an athlete and a supermodel for a wife. That's what they're thinking, right? So if we're saying, well, gee, buddy, if you want to make $1 million and you want to do it in 10 years and you want to save that amount of money, yeah, you're talking about you got to be saving. I can do the calculation later, but it's probably around $30,000 or $40,000 a year if you want to do it that quick. Which means you got to be making close to $100,000 and living off of less than 50. If that's what your real goal is, you could do it. If that's what you really wanted. But how many people?
Right.
But how many people are making over 100,000? Less than.
It was a very low percentage.
Less than 20%.
Yeah.
So income is the thing that makes the difference. So for him to say, well, income doesn't make a difference. Yeah, if you're doing it over 40 years. That's what he's not telling you. But see, it's a
Well, he is, but what he's not doing is he's not, stopping to say. However, if you entered this whole thing when you're 40, it looks more like this. You know what I mean? He doesn't ever stop and clarify that. He just gives the low 40-year span number, because that sounds more appealing.
No, but it is a little bit of a bait and switch because people don't quite understand it, right? If you don't clarify it. So if I sit there and go, hey, Lacey, I can make you a millionaire if you just listen to what I have to say, and then you do it, and then you're like, Duncan, it's been 20 years I've been doing this. I'm not a millionaire yet. And I'm like, yeah, but you're getting there, and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, okay, I'm a millionaire, right? But 600,000 of it's in my house, right? Another 100,000's in stuff I own. So I'm only living off $300,000 in retirement unless I sell all my house and my stuff. So now I'm living, off of $4,000 a month, and that's all I got in retirement. But I'm a millionaire, Duncan. I did what you said. Yeah, you did. And you're a millionaire, buddy. Good job. But it's not what I wanted. Yeah. It's a devil's bargain, right? It's the whole thing with the 7 wishes, right? From Satan, right? Or the 1 wish, right? Where the guy goes to the crossroads and he makes the deal with the devil, and then he goes back later, right? He's like, the deal is you were going to make me rich and famous. And he's like, you were rich and famous. Yeah, for like 6 months, and then I got arrested and spent life in prison. Well, no deal's as good as you ever wanted it to be. I said I'd make you rich and famous. I didn't say what else would happen. Right?
Right.
I said I'd help you become a millionaire. You're a millionaire. I didn't tell you it would suck when you got there. That's the thing. It's what he's not telling you. It's deceit by omission, right? I'm not telling you that what I'm actually promising you isn't that great. But you don't know that. You think it is. And that's what he makes his money on.
Right.
Is he's got you conned thinking that he's going to help you out and really change your life when he's not doing anything to change your life. He's telling you to live off less. He's telling you to give up a lot of your life. For the sake of what? Having some extra cash when you're older that you can't really spend? So, once again, it's a goal issue, and I think he misses. Now,